Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for The Marvels. It's a movie starring Brie Larson, the chick who plays Kamala Khan in Miss Marvel, the TV show that most people didn't watch, as well as Monica Rambeau, not spelled B-O, but B-E-A-U, because, they couldn't choose any other spelling or any other name that would have made it so that they're not talking about Rambo in a Marvel movie. Anywho, stars her from the WandaVision show. It also has Samuel L. Jackson from, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And yeah, so this movie is the latest one of the MCU, and Phase 4 kind of sucked in my opinion, and Phase 5, I think it started with Ant-Man, it started Phase 5, and that was just hot garbage. But then Guardians of the Galaxy brought it back a bit, and this one, you know what? I enjoyed this one. I liked that the CGI did not look absolutely terrible, unlike Ant-Man. This CGI, I thought that it worked. Everything that they did with it worked, in my opinion. Now, if you don't like, Star Wars, Star Trek, anything where there's like laser-ish type things or phasers or whatever firing and it's making noise like pew, pew. If you don't like that, then you're probably also the type of person that will get bugged by the fact that Captain Marvel's hair is like whooshing in the wind while she's flying through space. And you're like, wait, there ain't no wind in space. A, don't care, looked cool. B, you could just justify it as, hey, her powers and the emanations thereof is what is generating the whooshiness. So, anywho, essentially, the story is there's a generic bad guy that the Marvel Cinematic Universe is not the greatest of bad guys. You remember Ronan? It's about Ronan level of complicated and bad guy. And then you have the Kamala Khan, Monica Rambeau, and Brie Larson's character Captain Marvel, and they get their powers somehow intertwined at the quantum level. So every time they use them at the same time, they switch. And so that complicates things. And it's about them trying to essentially save the universe, but also figure out their power thing. Like, it works for me. And the thing is that I really liked Captain Marvel, the first one. And I really liked Brie Larson's performance in that movie. I thought it was excellent, and she had great comedic timing, and I liked the journey that she went on of, like, I am human, hear me roar. It was fantastic. Love that movie. Rewatched it recently. Still really like it. And I don't care about what happens off screen with any of these people. So this movie was a lot of fun. I really, really liked Kamala Khan's character in this because she was just so happy to be there and just so effervescent, and it was just infectious and how much fun she was. And then I like that they brought the Flurkin back, Goose. So that was fun to have him around, and it's fun to have those little characters and things. Like, if you're gonna have a cute character, why not be a cat? Worked for Buzz Lightyear. So, and then Monica Rambeau, I think that she was the one that had the least amount going on, only because I feel like I'm still mostly confused about her powers. So I get that Captain Marvel is basically, I can do everything and punch everything really hard and shoot power laser light beams out of my hands. Cool. And then Kamala Khan can shape light to, like, be solid, so she can, like, grab things or have it hold in midair and swing around it, or make big fists and punch things or grab things, wherever. So, like, all of that makes sense. But Monica Rambeau's power is, like, she can do the vision thing, where she can pass through things or have things pass through her, but then she also has some type of laser ability, but it's somehow different than Captain Marvel's, but not different enough to be, I don't know, she's like, I can see all variants, all wavelengths of light. Cool. I feel like other than can you fix this for me? Like, didn't really factor in. So I don't understand what her difference is, other than, like, she can pass through things and things pass through her. But otherwise, her laser beam thing just seems really, really similar, but a different color than Captain Marvel's. Anywho, Nick Fury was in this. He was having a much better time in this than Secret Invasion. I did not watch Secret Invasion other than the first 1 or 2 episodes that was available. Like, whatever came out at one time was like, here's your either 1 or 2 episodes. I watched it to give it a shot, and then realized that they were using AI for the opening sequence, and fuck that shit, so I stopped watching, and you shouldn't watch it either, because in that movie, or in that show, he was just sad and depressed and old and broken like all of our heroes from yesteryear are being this year. So, blah, forget about that. This one, he's having a grand old time. He's back to his, mother flirkin self type of thing. He's having fun with this, and I like that Nick Fury a lot more. And this movie was it was a lighthearted, fun time. Like, yes, they still have the galactic consequences, which you kind of have if you have Captain Marvel with just her power level involved. So that was fun, and I enjoyed it. So a couple somewhat spoilery things ahead. So thumbs up. I think you should give it a shot. It's a fun time. Definitely better than Ant-Man. Most things made more sense. But I do have a couple of complaints. Number one, Kamala Khan was in her superhero outfit when she first switched, and then she switched back, and they had this whole fight sequence thing so she was messing around, and that's when they had the first switch. And then she comes down the stairs, and they're like, why did Captain Marvel just walk out our front door? And she's like, what? And then a little bit more happens, and suddenly, I don't remember where the change took place, because other than maybe between the initial thing and then coming back, or maybe after the first brawl, but whatever it was, she went from wearing her superhero outfit to just wearing a regular-ass t-shirt for no reason. I did not see a reason, especially with the things that were happening to her already, regardless of whether or not she could figure out exactly why they were happening or how often, would not have switched back to her t-shirt outfit. But then she did, so that when they were made to the next thing, it was and it kind of felt like that whole house battle sequence was added after the fact, because they're going back and forth and they're fighting, and that's what it was, and she was in her superhero outfit for that. And then Captain Marvel gets pissed about something and flies up, and that's when they use their power again, and so Kamala Khan is falling through the air, which, I feel like with the solid light that she makes, she could probably make a Green Lantern whoosh downwards, but whatever. So, but she's wearing her regular outfit then, and I didn't see a need to change from the superhero outfit to the t-shirt outfit, and why would they have done that other than maybe they already filmed and or CGI'd this sequence before they decided to add the fun house battle sequence. I don't know. So there was that, and then also, it's not as much a symptom of this movie, but of Marvel and a lot of bullshit superhero movies in general, was that the villain was doing the villain thing, and then the heroes basically have won essentially, and they have the villain in their grasp, and they're like, stop being bad, and the villain's like, oh, all right, here's my sob story, and they're like, yeah, okay, you're not going to be bad anymore because we have just talked now and figured out where we agree and how we can solve this problem. You okay, man? You agree? And the bad guy's like, yes, you've made it clear to me that we can get along. And then the good guys let him up, and then the bad guy does the fucking bad thing, is boom, 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 and then in the winning position. That happens so fucking often in movies, and it's stupid. You have the bad guy down, they're a genocidal maniac, fuck them, they're trying to kill billions of people because of a vendetta, because oh, you put toxic waste in my house, or my planet, cool. Maybe don't kill billions of other people because you're mad at one person. Maybe? I'm just saying. I have no sympathy for you or your sob story, or I'm just trying to fix my planet. Fuck you. There's plenty of other places and plenty of other planets that you could have done the thing that you're doing without trying to do a thing that would kill billions of sentient people. So, that was stupid, but it's also pretty par for the course with most superhero movies where the superhero has to try and be good at the last second, even though a bunch of peons have been scrapped. Whatever. So, that was dumb. But all the rest of the sequences, even the Aladania, whatever that plan was, that was a fun sequence. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed much of this movie. So, aside from basically kind of those two little complaints, and then, okay, last complaint, but I get that they wanted to have some type of personal connection, personal growth, have oh, there's conflict and now there's less conflict because they've worked out their thing. I get that they were wanting to do that. But they're like, hey, at the end of Captain Marvel, you said you'd come back real quick after taking care of this other thing real fast, and you never came back. the reason that they came up with for keeping Captain Marvel gone was just dumb. They could have gone or continued with the bullshit that they had for why she stayed away from Nick Fury, was that she was trying to find a home for these people, or she was busy doing this, that, or the other thing, or like just, whatever. Or they could have just done away with that entirely and been like, hey, you know how we have like instantaneous communication with Nick Fury for now and a bunch of time? Cool. I'm gonna call her and we're gonna hang out too. We're gonna talk. So we're gonna have like this great relationship. Maybe I'm still bitter at you for not calling, but like we can still call back and forth now. Like I don't know. Just the length of time and the reason for that length of time, which I'm not gonna say, but it was kind of dumb in my opinion. So those three things. Overall, still enjoyed this movie. I like Brie Larson's character. She's a fun time. Kamala Khan's character is just a joy every second she's on screen, and Monica Rambeau's character, she is also fun. Like I loved any time the three of them were on screen, interacting with each other. That was my favorite. So definitely give this movie a shot. But that's all I have for this one. And yeah, bye.